So my studio and I are making a free game called Project Blackmore. It's gonna be a wave shooter in the vein of COD Zombies with a sucking mechanic like Luigi's Mansion. A while ago I announced this on TikTok and some kid said, quote, "You better be not make it like Cold War Zombies." And while talking to someone like they're your game-making slave is undeniably a roastable offense, I decided to be the bigger person here. He's just a kid after all. And besides, he'll have it bad enough when his would-be future employers find this other comment. Anyway, I posted this in response.
Buddy, it is a free game that I am releasing for free. If it is two cubes humping each other, it will still be free.
And I thought that was a pretty funny joke. But you know what I like more than making jokes? Taking jokes way too far. Oh look, here's me doing that right now.
I mean, come on, man. Do you honestly think I'm gonna take time out of my day to make some stupid meme game based off of a joke that I made in a video? Because you're 100% right. I already did it. Here you go. You press spacebar to hump.
And I was really gonna stop there, but then I didn't. So now two cubes humping exists, which is more than I can say about Silent Hills. Making video games is hard. Even making bad video games takes a lot of time and effort. But I don't want to make bad video games, even for a joke. I don't really have time to shoot for good because I'm still working on Project Blackmore, but I can strive for pretty alright. Basically, if I could get you to play this game for 5 minutes, I will feel accomplished, and if you later bring it up in a conversation, I will literally bust a gut, because I'll be laughing on account of how happy I am. So here's two cubes, and when you press space, they hump. Well, I guess one is humping the other, but look at the hearts. It's consensual, and nothing is more fun than consent. Game of the year. I mean, this is fine. If I came across this, I'd probably breathe really fast through my nose and play it for 30 seconds, but then I'd never look at it again. It's just missing everything. Games need stakes, bruh. Boom. Hump counter. Time limit. Now we have a goal. Beat your hump record. Still sucks, though. So I thought to myself, what comes next? And my smooth AF monkey brain was like, nut. Nut comes next. So bam, press enter to nut. The game takes the amount of times you humped and your timing on the nut meter and does some extremely complicated calculations to determine the force of your nut. And that force determines how far you fire your partner cube. So instead of measuring your humps, we can measure how far this cube rides the nut. And we should probably add some clouds in the background to show that we're thumbing. Look at that. So majestic. And still kind of boring. Maybe even more boring because now you have to sit there and watch as this cube just goes flying through the air. In real life, you don't just bust a fat nut and then sit there doing nothing. You have to get up and get paper towels or a sock or something, but that's not fun. We need more of a challenge. So I added ninjas to fly in and steal your momentum. It works, but it's flat and boring. Add some screen shake, make the cube flicker, and tie it all together with a meaty impact sound. Ugh, delicious. And we can't have you being helpless, so I gave the Nut Rider cube a laser to fight them with. We're definitely getting there, but my ADHD brain needs something to hyperfixate on. Plus, we're just puny humans. We have limits in terms of button mash capability. Once we hit our limits, our nuts do too. So how do we make the limitations of our mortal coils not stop us from achieving Nutvana? How about some purchasable upgrades? And what do we purchase them with? Currency. Coins are for chumps, so in this world we trade exclusively in JPEGs of hot dogs.
Do I look like I know what a JPEG is?
And we'll just throw that shit on a rectangle because everyone knows that's all it takes to make something an official government-regulated currency. Ninjas don't work for free, so it makes perfect sense that they'd be carrying the money they were paid to ruin your good time. So now, as our body count rises, so too do our wieners. We can use the wieners to upgrade things like nut power and humping time. Cool, but there should be more of an end goal. So I made it so that when you get all the upgrades, you can ascend to Godhood. What, that's not enough? You want more things to throw your wieners at? Fine, here, skins. Don't say I never gave you nothing. And with that, I think we have a game. It's just missing one thing. You. So just follow the itch.io link in the description, download the game, and get humping. It's pay what you want, so if you like the game, or me, or some combination of the two, and you'd like to leave me a few bucks, that would really make my day. It would also be a strong incentive to do projects like this in the future. If you don't want to pay, but you still want to play, then I'll make you a deal. Hit subscribe, share this video with a friend, and promise me that you'll tell me what you honestly think of the game on the itch.io page. You do that for me, and we'll call it even. Also, if you're interested in that other game I'm working on, Project Blackmore, you can join the Discord for regular updates, and you can watch the first devlog, which should be popping up right about now. The base game will be free, and we're hoping to drum up enough support and interest to get some funding, at which point we'd add a campaign, multiplayer, and all that rad stuff. Okay, bye.